he can do. So really, in all honesty, probably Breaksin is the best lead. Sceptile coming out from...
We are going to see Blastoise, though. And you saw it was Blastoise on there. Or sorry, Sceptile on Shadowcat's side. Okay.
Shadowcat Blastoise? I'd love to see it.
That would be interesting. All right, but yeah, we have Sceptile Blastoise. That's a Leaf Blade? No? Okay, didn't want it.
I think actually that one was a bit too far, especially when he had held block and he would have to actually put it.
Pretty sure he walked forward, but yeah, I guess the Leaf Blade on the Whip Rapid Spin anyways. That is a close range Giga Drain. He said, give me a hug, but you know, still social distance.
Yes, the social distance grab. Plus frames can't really deal with it, backing up. And this is showcasing some of the mobility coming out from Sceptile. Moving back and forth. All right, CA, nope, Leaf Blade. It's a little bit too late on that one. And the grab coming out from Mikukey. Going to be able to get the defense buff here. Yes, he will with the withdraw on the approach.
And
water
big damage, also big damage on that grab. Blastoise grab hurts. There's a ton of damage.
Alright, and the JX from downtown. If anything's slow, it's definitely that button right there. And 8Y could have actually gotten a 5x punish on the ground, but decides to go with that. And no cancel on the rapid spin. All right, we're looking a little bit different on this Blastoise right now, but there we go. A Leaf Blade on the way down. Is that going to
catch?
No, it's not. And nice reaction from Shadowcat on the 8Y on the last part of that. That's going to be a crit.
Mikukey was so aware that that grab was coming. He absolutely knew that that grab was there. Great grab tech. Mikukey taking round 1 with the Blastoise.
Hey, you cannot.
This thing's on a tear.
You cannot sleep on Blastoise. Being able to go against every single person in this bracket with Blastoise, Euclase, a Shadowcat, even.
That's who he OC. He OCV'd Euclase with Blastoise. Yeah.
All right, now
that made me sad.
Now going. Well, now going in with the Darkrai, definitely a character that Say can deal with Blastoise. Is Darkrai, especially with how many projectiles and having nasty plots at his disposal. We don't even need to really approach so much. We actually just make Blastoise approach us.
I like that though. Just moving forward just to make Mikukey pressured to burst. I like the Dragonite. Gets a lot of chip damage, creates some space so Shadowcat doesn't have to worry about dealing with Blastoise's burst mode. And yeah, just gonna that win is so good for Shadowcat. Close out that round there. Takes the round without taking any damage on Darkrai and gets rid of Mikukey's meter. That's a huge momentum shift.
That's exactly what I was saying. Being able to just negate most of the projectiles from Blastoise's arsenal. And not only that, like you said, creating the space with Dragonite on burst activation, wasting that time and just being able to handle it all. And that was just amazing play out. Shadowcat getting hit by the Geo Laser from Aegislash, and nice! That's beautiful knowledge right there. Usually sometimes when you are the opponent who gets hit by Flash Cannon, if they do the second Flash Cannon right on top of it, usually it's guaranteed on block. You have to deal with it, but nice. Shadowcat showing his knowledge with the character, and Mikukey.
He's doing a really nice job right now as well, just waiting to activate the Rifts after Mikukey already commits to like a counter attack or the Flash Cannon or anything like that, instead of kind of doing it more preemptively.
And the back X gonna punish a far distance grab. Gonna put him into Bad Dreams Rising, try to hit on the dash, catching the back dash right there. He actually could have just activated Burst right on top of it, but you know what? He just wants to hold it. There we go, we activate Burst. Perfect block. No perfect block, and he tried to actually do back X right on top of it. That's gonna be Mikukey activating his burst. Could we activate Dragonite right on top? No, that's gonna be unfortunate.
All right, Mikukey keeping this lead, not a huge lead. Definitely still doable, but definitely still ahead. And Shadowcat down to his last Pokemon, the Breaksin, the tried and true. And I think these are two characters that Breaksin, does pretty well against or goes even with. So definitely doable, but is a bit of a steep climb, that's for sure.
What's going to be so sad is how it's going to, this Dragonite is going to come into play versus...
Like 6 times?
Yeah, 6 times, maybe later on. But right now, Mikukey is finding a way in, activating the Sacred Mist. Not being able to activate the Sacred Mist when he goes into shield form. There we go. No. From a distance, doesn't get it.
Oh, wow.
Activating again. Nice. JX to go over the Geo Laser. Hard knockdown. One more. Yes. The parry. The parry going right through with that. What a beautiful guess coming out from Mikukey. And going to attack on the Shadow Sneak. Not going to actually hit its mark. But you know what? It's enough to make Shadowcat move over to the left. All right. Outspacing the JY. Is that going to hit? No, it won't. And the 4Y. All right, that was actually looking quite dicey there. Shadowcat looking like he probably could have made that comeback, especially with the Dragonite on deck. But Mimikyu, not Mimikyu, I keep on saying Mimikyu, Mikukey actually sticking it out and getting the clutch against that character, especially Shadowcat's main.
Thank God Mikukey doesn't use Mimikyu. That would just be, that's too much. That's too hard to commentate. I don't think anybody can do that.
That's an amazing zoner right there. Well, a person who specializes in zoning with Shandy going with a Braixen who already does amazing zoning within its own right. So at that point, I think the only person that's really suffering is the opponent.
Oh yeah, well.
All right, but going into
this someone needs to stop this Blastoise, man.
Nah,
this Blastoise needs to be stopped.
Does it?
It's doing way too much.
Is it?
Yes. Absolutely. No questions. Let's see. And yeah, same lead's going to be Setao Blastoise again.
Ooh, he tried. Unfortunately, being a multi-hitting hits coming out from both of these players. Honestly, when you have so many multi-hit options, like right there, you actually try to Leaf Blade, but then he just canceled back. So it's eventually just up to whoever hits first. Oh, and nice jump back cancel, being able to outspace the shoulder and getting a grab of his own.
Back to the field phase, both players kind of setting up their area. Okay.
And right now, we see Shadowcat is trying to go a little bit more into doing Leaf Blade. It's a far distance option punish. Yes, it is. It is minus 12 on block. So you're able to get a nice quick grab punish and being put into field phase again, tacking on more and more damage.
His big body getting clipped by that bullet seed, excuse me. Shadowcat going to find the follow-up, win that field phase.
Ooh,
okay,
catching the dash forward, and that's going to be it.
That was a lot of damage.
A lot of damage indeed,
defense
especially because
debuff. Well, yeah, exactly. Not often you see defense debuff on Blastoise. Character can buff himself all the time, but that was a much more solid round. That's kind of what I would expect to see from Setao versus Blastoise. But Shadowcat cleaning it up, taking out the Blastoise pretty quickly, and now he has to contend with the Aegis.
And you know what? That just showcases the adaptation. Sure, you know, you have someone who's doing really good with a character, but if you can know and find out what your player, the person you're fighting against, what their habits are, you're able to do it real well. And oh my gosh, are you gonna get a beautiful conversion off of this? Almost, but we still get the hard knock time. And
he turned blue. Did you see that? Did he try to parry or something?
I think he actually did try to parry, but it was actually either the startup frames or just oh my gosh, the Geo Laser catching at the last moment. All right, hard knockdown. Dashing in is Mikukey, gonna take on all the damage he can get. But you know what? Shadowcat still has Rage and has Burst on deck. Amoga at the ready, gonna attack on even more chip. And you know what? We're okay with this. We already have, that might be a KO? It is not.
Why is that grab ring so big? Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Short 4X being a little bit of a higher priority projectile means it won't get rid of Amoga. It'll just trade
go
with
right through it. Yep. All right. So Shadowcat now down to a second. We got 1-1 on both sides.
But you know what? We already did. Yes, we did plenty of work with the Sceptile. We were able to get rid of that menace of a Blastoise, and now going straight into it, and nice. The information on this is great. Doing both of those hits means that you cannot. Hit from the top. And nice.
And he got a follow-up off that?
Yes. If you actually get the very tail end of it, you can actually still stun your opponent in the air and get a combo on the ground. So obviously, coming from a character specialist like Shadowcat is easy knowledge for him. Going with the
this is now a pretty good lead for Shadowcat. He's up a whole character at full HP. Matchup not too bad either. Actually, that's not true. Isn't this matchup terrible for Darkrai?
Actually, no. As someone who loves this matchup, I would say it goes about even. And like, look at this. Well, if you saw it earlier, Shadowcat actually, or I should say Darkrai, just has the natural movement speed. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened. The charge 8Y being actually grabbed out by an attack. I thought Nia told me the attack triangle was real. What happened? Ooh, JY, gotta catch him on the fade back. All right. Oh, doesn't get with the Just Frame. Want to see what he would do. And nice full distance.
Oh, that was spooky.
Spooky coming from a Dark and Ghost type over here. And
all right, we got the BDR activated. Shadowcat's got a full Amoga. Pretty close to full meter as well. Mikukey just going to activate immediately. Gets an attack buff from
That's
the
a
Mew.
scary. Oh, no punish.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's going to be a crit. There's going to be plenty of damage, and Shadowcat is going to be able to get his burst off of it, activating his bow, which gives him an attack and a buff, defense buff. All right. Oh, that's from full distance. Look at this damage, Kino. It's going on back and forth, and Shadowcat still being in it 1-to-1 on both sides. And again, this is a 1st-to-3, a best of 5, and that's only game 2. And right there wasn't really a difference of, like, from the beginning, you were talking about that someone needs to deal with the Blastoise. And you know what? Shadowcat is giving you what you asked for.
Yeah, he's figuring it out.
Yes.
The Sceptile definitely did it that game. Now let's see if we see maybe either a counter adaptation for Mikukey, or if, maybe the Blastoise has kind of run its course. Shadowcat kind of figured out how to deal with, what Mikukey wants to do with the character.
Honestly, if I was Mikukey, I would still lead with the Blastoise. The Blastoise is actually one of the better choices as a lead than the rest of the cast. Actually, Shani's a good lead. I was gonna say Shani's a good lead, but you know what? Blastoise having so much HP and so much chip, it's like you're already telling yourself, hey, eventually I'm going to hit you. Eventually I will make it to you, and when I do, I'm gonna hit you. But you know what? He decides we're gonna change it up. Going with the Aegis lead versus a Sceptile. Now we're getting into the counter pick aspect of teams. And you know what? Shadowcat not mentoring about the lead. Now he just gets to go ahead and try to defeat this Aegis, not react to the hit on the way down. JX. Ooh, nice. Gonna get a crit 2Y here, and
doesn't get the follow-up. Gets the grab reason. This is a lot of damage.
It is.
All things considered.
Adding on that 30% from, oh, nice.
Traps? Hello? Traps? You want to activate?
It does take some time for the Poison Trap to actually activate.
Trap
nice
is on break.
spacing.
Amolga?
Alright. Ooh, that was nice.
Ooh, a little slow on the parry there.
Alright, gonna set up Garden. No, we're just gonna go ahead and go on the offensive. Cancel. No, that's one of the counterattacks you can't really jump too high with. Especially how high it is. It can actually just catch you at the sky.
Super tall, yeah. One of the ones Sceptile cannot just jump cancel over it.
Alright, activating burst. Does not want to give Mikukey the lead. And nice spacing out there. Doesn't want to act. He actually want to keep the...
Nice low stance underneath the 5X.
And
double buffs. He can use lights now. Yup, and that's going to be the round.
Oh, yes. And lucky for Mikukey being able to activate Mew. And Mew is on the RNG side. You can either gain, along with being able to gain synergy, it's possible to get either an attack buff, a crit buff, or both.
Or neither.
Or neither. If Mew's feeling a little bit bad, like,
if you're me, you'll always get neither.
All right, just moving on. Does decide not to actually go into the second hit, but you know what? He's going to take advantage of that. Going to go ahead and hit a nice hard knockdown and get an attack buff.
Sometimes I feel like Shadowcat forgot that he has a Amolga. Because typically, this is a support you pick against Aegis/Lot to kind of make them not go into shield form as many times as you want. Just punish them. It punishes them for going into shield form really, really nicely. And you're seeing Mikukey, I mean, as I was saying that sentence, you go in and out of shield form like 5 times with no Amolga activation in sight. But Shadowcat's still going to take the round, keeping it super close, 1-to-1 with a pretty healthy Darkrai.
Yes, and can I talk about how my man did a level 4 Dark Pulse, being -8 on block, and he chose the 2Y. The confidence from Shadowcat.
Yeah, very hard thing to do, considering H/2Y just beats all the other ones in the game.
Alright, and now, again, a battle of projectiles here in field phase. Look at the movement. Look at this. And not only that, Shadowcat is doing short side Y. There's 2 different versions of side Y. There's charge side, or should they say held down side Y, and then there's a quick side Y. And he's doing it to shorten the duration of it. But nice, going into Bad Dreams Rising. And a nightmare it will be that Mikukey has to find his way in here on this Darkrai. Alright, back and forth, projectiles, and instantly activated rifts. All right, you have these buffs, but are you going to be able to approach to use them? Could have gotten a combo.
Ooh,
there we go.
blocking.
And we're just taking the hard knockdown situations here, other than getting the full combos, because we want to make sure it lasts. And just like that, 0 PSP. No damage there at all. No PSP damage there at all. But you know what? Activating burst, he's like, all right, he's just antagonizing my man with these buttons. He tried to grab him on the way down. That would have been quite interesting.
That would have been a super kill knockout.
All right, losing the shadow clone there. Oh no!
Not like this.
No, not like this. And you have
the
double. Only 9 seconds left on the clock. Or there's a lot of chip. Nice JY on the 8Y, and that's gonna be a timeout combo. And Shadowcat still holding it down with the Darkrai.
Mikukey going for a light there, even though he did not have his burst mode anymore.
Right there was, I believe it was the moment when it finally timed out. So he was just like, all right.
Yeah, he
at this
just
moment,
lost it. Probably didn't realize he was out of meter.
All right, round 4. You know what? This is going to be a tough spot for Shadowcat, especially trying to make it on his way in on this Shandy. But he found his way in. Has to find a way to actually shift phase, though. He's going to do a raw jump. No, he's holding block. Oh my gosh, from downtown. And it lasts long enough to actually stun him to get into Bad Dreams Rising. Now, this is a definitely tough spot. Is that going to punish? It won't. But you know what? These plus frames, no punish. Again, right there, he could. Oh, no. Looking at those moments where Mikukey actually could have done the just frame part of 6X, but he knows that Shadowcat can punish it afterwards.
Yeah, I like Mikukey not going for that, actually. Instead, just waiting back, seeing if Shadowcat will preemptively kind of pick an option to punish that, and just trying to punish that. But Shadowcat also kind of not flinching, right? Just going back, holding block, not trying to guess any sort of option afterwards, not giving Mikukey that opening just yet.
All right, so earlier you were saying that Shadowcat was forgetting to actually use his support. I'm like, well, you know what? Since it's breaks in here, look, there you go. He's able to use it with that special ability for breaks in, being able to use certain buttons to actually cancel into her support with. But right now, Mikukey finding a way to zone out this breaks in, having full synergy as well.
Oh, on the wall?
Oh, that
huge
damage. Yes, and right
the
there.
Disco Inferno.
Yeah, the Disco Release X, being able to actually reduce the amount of time that you would have a debuff for, along with increasing your opponent's debuffs. Oh, fully charged laser. You hate to see it.
Shadowcat kind of, kind of face palming a little bit there, realizing I can't do that. What am I doing?
I can't do that at all.
That doesn't work.
Maybe he actually tried to eventually cancel, but then at that point, Mikukey was already charging the fully charged laser, and it is a counter pierce at the end of it. Mikukey going up 2-1, and it's looking like an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, this is a best of 3, so Shadowcat has... This steep hill has gone to a huge mountain climb if he wants to advance to Grand Finals.
You know what? He better put on his trucking boots, because he has to find a way to get over this hill. And it's going to be another choice of what is going to be the first character. Earlier, Mikukey actually making a difference in changing from the Blastoise lead to the Aegislash lead. And now it's going to be a mix-up on both to see what the first character is going to be. He can actually
Shadowcat's going to lead Sceptile regardless.
All right, maybe,
we'll
or
see.
Darkrai? Sceptile, and the Aegislash again. All right, so it's going to be the same leads from last time. All right, and actually we have a support change coming out from Shadowcat as well, going with the Hachi and the Magikarp. Ooh, nice. That was a little bit of a tough spot. The only option that Mikukey could have done was actually either short tech or actually just walk back and nice. And the instant activation.
The leaf seed. Yeah, that was so good. Really nice match knowledge from Mikukey knowing that he can do that. Okay, but good punish from Shadowcat.
And nice, being able to actually detect cancel swing all the way behind him before he was trying to actually special jump cancel above the CA. But a parry to try to get through that? Nah,
just a little early again. He tried that in game 2 as well. 5Y clanking with JX. I sometimes don't understand how this game works, but it's going to work out for Shadowcat as he takes round 1 over the Aegis really, really handily.
But you know what? I'm almost inclined to say that at that spacing, the reason why Shadowcat went for it is because he was actually trying to go for a punish. But even so, it's actually great because at that timing, you would either get the clash to get a little bit of extra gear on both sides, or you just punish the JX. So that's pretty much good stuff out of Shadowcat. 8Y, fully charged CA, and if you actually saw that, the Inferno that was on the ground actually was still activated, so it took away some of Shadowcat's support gauge, but at least it didn't fully counter his. All right, activating burst. That's not gonna hit. It's not.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Cancel into I think you can 5A cancel with that, right? Or like 5A JX to get over that, something like that.
You could have actually just cancel jumped out of that for sure, but he actually wanted the full damage on it. He wanted a full crit first attack, but unfortunately, he just got hit out by overheat. All right, nice. No replay to try to actually hit him on the way out. Pachi is activated at a moment's notice, but won't need it right now. Pushing him closer to the corner. Tried to punish him. And nice. Oh, that's an anti-air combo. Nice. Leaf Blade drops it. Pachi's going to actually get him through the iframes.
Doesn't get the punish, though. That was actually really cool.
And nope. Okay, that was actually a bit different.
Grab? All right.
Yeah, he actually could have did 8Y to burst to actually get the KO, but I guess a little bit of a misinput from Mikukey. So right now, still has enough time to actually get the side Y out to hit Shadowcat out of the air, and that's going to be both of these players losing one character. But that was crazy. Honestly, I was just like, all right. Both of these people made mistakes, but you know what? It's not about the mistakes, about what person gets that HP bar to 0. And right now, Shadowcat in the lead with a character with fully HP. Well, that's kind of gone now, but at least we have the breaks in and the magic card on deck.
That didn't come.
There's no way to escape out of this. Yeah.
Kind of worth, though. I don't know, maybe not. Because like it's offline now for a bit for Mikukey, and Shadowcat, you know, lost a lot of health, but is still pretty healthy. Ooh. Nice. Oh, doesn't get the punish though.
All right, block. We still have full CP on deck, along with this magic card, along with Mikukey. If he's able to actually, and he'll activate Mew right on top. No, he has to activate this Mew quickly, but I don't think Shadowcat will let him do it. Oh, and was that a punish? All right, now we have burst on deck. Now we're able to battle this breaks in. That's bursted up, and it's not going to be anything snazzy. Going to actually use it to gain space. And the Firecracker show. Going to anti-air Mikukey out of the skies, and it's going to be Shadowcat confirming the KO, putting Mikukey on his last character.
And that last character is going to be Blastoise, so that's interesting. Anchor Blastoise.
But you know what? This Blastoise has done so much. I would say it's probably done more than most of Mikukey's team.
In Game 1 it did. Game 2, I think Game 2 and onwards, it's definitely done less, right? But let's see. Maybe it'll keep its streak back up in this round.
We know what's really tough.
Oh, we got our FCCs on deck. Yes, reset to Fire Spin.
The Fire Charge cancels Shadowcat, showing his skill with the character.
And those are so hard to do. Those are legitimately so difficult.
All right, and right here, the cancels going back and forth. Again, even though if it has a CA in the air, it's not fully on the ground. And yes, when you do have a buff on Blastoise, you're actually able to get armor on your Whirlpool.
Huge damage coming out from Mikukey. Going back to field phase. Shadowcat just going to burst here. Mikukey calling Mew, getting the attack buff so we can use lights now as well.
Alright, and this is just a tough battle for Mikukey. Not only that, having a
nice,
that's gonna
great
hit.
Reaction. Yep.
Beautiful reaction from Shadowcat. Oh my gosh, that hit on the side, but it doesn't really matter. Still goes into animation, and that's gonna be a KO. Shadowcat making it 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2, you're right. Okay, I was like, wait, what again? But yeah, 2-2. All right, we're in Game 5, just like that.
Hey man, this is winners finals here.
That mountain to climb has been climbed. Now all he's got to do, you know, just stick the flag in it, right? Claim your victory. Let's see if Mikukey can stop that from happening.
If you saw the video earlier, it's claiming your glory. That was actually a beautiful video. That was an amazing video. Shout out to DC.
I wonder if we're going to see lead Blastoise again. Mikukey kind of sitting on the character select screen, maybe thinking of playing another character besides Aegislash.
He's thinking real hard about it too. He's like, man, my Blastoise is not working anymore.
No, the Blastoise is still there. He's replacing the Aegislash, it looks like, unless... Okay, sticking with the Aegislash, which makes sense. It's like the best character in the game.
Now, the one thing that's been happening right now is that it's been a tick for tack. It's been back and forth. Shadowcat was able to win game 1. Mikukey win game 1 and 2 and 3, and now it's Shadowcat making out for game 4. So it's really anyone's battle. It would be different. It was probably tick for tack, and then probably be Mikukey taking in the game. But right here, it's just an even battle. And right here, Shadowcat thinking about what could actually be his support choice. We do not have a support change on Mikukey's side, sticking in with the Mew. Again, and when you get that nice bit of luck from Mew, you can just start snowballing at any time. Ooh, catching a backdash with the 5Y. I'm surprised you were actually plus enough to get it. And the, you were 2+.
Way 2+ there.
Nice dash. I don't believe it was a punish.
Did shield go up? I didn't see.
It was really hard to tell, but nice blocking, not being hit by the Geo Laser, full distance Leaf Blade, and nice tech from Shadowcat. Gonna push him even further towards the corner.
Oh, catch him with the JY. So big, so good for that. Okay, just gets the grab, keeping the pressure up. Shadowcat in a really good spot right now.
Alright, and setting up the poison lands. It's not going to matter, though. Getting the Fury Cutter in. And Mew, not blessing us with so much. Look at Mew. He's so unhappy. He's like, you've had your fun. Ooh, but the Giga Drain. Going to catch that CA. Going to steal away some of his synergy. And he was trying to dash, I believe, because on Aegislash's forward dash, it is a projectile CA.
Counter armor, yep.
Yes. But unfortunately, I don't think he was able to get the startup frames of it to actually go forward and messing up the
probably
situation.
just a little too meaty there.
All right, but now Mikukey being put to his Blastoise, which has been doing so much. But nice, the reaction out of that, putting out a projectile.
Ooh, just goes for the raw command grab, no defense buff or anything.
He was confident. He's like, if I hit you once, I think I could do it again. Oh, that was nice, actually. Using a little bit of a slower counter to actually deal, you know, to actually change the timing of it. Mew? All right, Mew's a little bit happy right now, giving Mikukey an attack buff. That's going to be a crit. And oh my gosh, Kino, look at this health complete. In one single hit, it's going to be down to half.
300?
Ooh, that actually did not do that much. Oh, I forgot that Blastoise was actually in synergy as well.
He's also burst mode, yep.
And now he has nice shield form, or to say fortress stance X, being able to find his way out of there. But the rage damage from Shadowcat plus frames. Ooh, actually could have detected that if he was fast enough. That's going to be a punish. And that might actually be the KO as well. No, 5 HP.
One more hit.
Blastoise being a very big boy, CAing through all of it, and being able to get a rapid spin. The fully charged CA, the pressure. We're able to block after this, and we do a CA back the Giga Drain. There you go. The reaction time. Yes? Beautiful! That was beautiful! Being able to get the full conversion off of Giga Drain from a far distance lead sheet to the Leaf Blade. Amazing stuff from Shadowcat.
And that's kind of what I was trying to say before we were watching the Antwerp set against Mikukey and the Blastoise. There were a lot of those times where if Blastoise is just going to set a bubble like that, Sceptile can just Giga Drain it for free every single time. And Shadowcat showing, you know, he has that matchup knowledge. He knows, you know, what to do in that scenario, what the punish is, and executing it perfectly.
All right, but look at that. Shadowcat trying to be so tricky with his jump cancels. Oh, that was almost scary. But look at this. This rage damage is definitely going to come into play.
Insane damage right now.
And with every bit of those hits, every one of those cancels, it means that Shadowcat gets even closer to synergy. But look at that trade. Every trade, every bit of damage matters right here in this team format. Mew blessing Mikukey with this, but not getting a full conversion. Shadowcat
bursting here. He wants the OCV. He wants to send a message.
That's going to be the message. Shadowcat moving on to Grand Finals here at LCQ for Worlds. Oh my goodness, look at it. Done.
And it started